Alright, I'm here. It's been a fucking week. I have been getting my ass kicked by my health issues the entire time. My legs still freaking hurt too, and I took some painkillers earlier, and apparently they weren't enough just yet. Granted, it felt worse, so I guess this is something. The fuckers knocked me the hell out yesterday. I don't know why. It's not like I've changed what I've been taking. Maybe it's just the fact that I was building up this exhaustion behind it all, and it's just like, oh, it's time for sleepy time. So it's like, no, I gotta do stuff, but it's sleepy time. It's like, no, it's not sleepy time. So I just spent most of yesterday being like slightly zonked out. Like I said, it's not even anything strong. It's over the counter stuff. I don't have any prescription painkillers. So why it did that? No clue. Absolutely none. But I haven't played old school RuneScape in a while, and I don't feel up to doing much, and I'm just gonna probably be doing mining the entire time again. For those that haven't been around for this, where's the button? That's it. That's the button. Say hello to Chunky Flan. For some reason, I decided to do this doing a very stupid thing. We're doing this as a one chunk. This is the map right now. It's a bit goofy looking because I wanted to get rid of certain sections because I think I can't get over into like the swamp area right now. I think I have to do a thing further north. You can kind of see where my cursor is because it's lighting shit up. But I've got a few tasks, a few quest ones still I have to go clean up. But for the most part, this is what we're working on. It does say craft a studded body and get like the studded items are already covered as best in slot right now. That's due to the fact that I could buy them separately. Yeah, I think part of the issue with why I locked these had something to do with an item I don't think I can actually get right now, because one of these was like, oh, by the way, yeah, it says Blemish Snail. I don't know if they're on this side. I thought they were specifically on the other side. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, which is why these are currently not selected. This one's selected, and it caused me no end of grief trying to get it to run because the website's a bit weird. But that's just me being dumb. And the site not fully explaining itself sometimes. But yeah, that's where we're at. The goal right now is we're working on smelting the adamant type bar. Now this one I put on the back burner because what it was asking me to do was a bit too ridiculous. It was get up to the point where I could smelt it. What was it? I think it wanted me to smelt it despite the fact that I couldn't. Oh, I couldn't craft anything with it. I could smelt it back in the starting area in Lumbridge, but I couldn't use it on the anvil. So yeah, I put the task in the back burner because I would have had to do that entirely off of copper. And I was just like, you know what? No. Not right now. But I have to go back to the bank because I don't know what I actually have right now. This has been several months, and the last VOD I did of this, I didn't actually post because I had a bit of a meltdown over something regarding my healthcare. I was just like, nah. It's on YouTube. I have backups of it, but I didn't feel like releasing it, so it sits, basically. You guys didn't get to see this. Wait, what? I input it wrong? What did I set this to? Clearly not what I usually use then, considering it's bitching at me. I had to reset my password to get into the account in the first place, in case anybody's wondering what the fuck's up. So clearly I didn't set this to what I usually set my 4-button passwords to. Fuck. To be fair, I think the first time I tried to get into the bank after logging out, I had the same issue. Okay, well, we got sort of a problem. Wasn't there a deposit, or do I still need the pin for that too? Well, yeah, no, we got a bit of an issue. Either I don't remember the password, or I don't remember the order the password was in. Hold on. Worst case scenario, we just do this in a really obnoxious and slow way, because I do know roughly what it was I was doing. Just have to play like a hardcore instead of what I'm doing right now. Which means running all the way up north constantly. Let me mess with the blue squirrels real quick. For these specifically. Panic. That requires a spade, but that's in Lumbridge. No, I need to know what the ratios were, because I don't remember them offhand. Like I said, it's been a while. We're working with Mithril. It has been so fucking long. This is what happens when I don't pay attention or keep up. Yeah, we were working with Mithril. It's 1 to 4. So I guess a worst case scenario, we're just doing this like I'm a fucking hardcore and running back and forth. Which, not great, but whatever. It's better than nothing. Inventory. Yes, I'm still using the bronze one. That can't be helped. There is no way for me to get anything else. Also, I'm wearing a bunch of weird shit. Don't worry about it. Fuck, no, seriously. How was I doing this last time? Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Fuck, I don't remember how to open certain things anymore. That's how fucking long ago this was, because this was last year. This was the last time I played. Almost like 6 months ago. Not what I wanted, and I don't know where it did. Okay. No, stop that. Not right now. Ah, there we go. Why is it attached to the logout button, honestly? Now I'm in a bit of a weird spot in case I was wondering what happened. The last time I was doing this, there was a league going on. So, yeah, bit fucked up. There's a league going on, so a bunch of the worlds I couldn't access. It's not a league character. I don't remember where I was hanging out, though, is the thing. Remember specifically where I was. Wait, stackable clues pool? What the fuck has been going on while I've been gone? I may have just remembered my bank password. Possibly. I know I related it to a password I've used before in the hopes that I'd actually fucking remember it, but apparently my brain's just dumb. Again, that long ago. I had a huge issue just getting logged in because I forgot how I had to do it because it's a bit odd because I'm using Greenlight, and I forgot you had to use the Jagex launcher to get in, and I was just like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? And then it's like, oh, no, I'm just an idiot. Don't worry about it. I did get it to work. Eventually. Don't be concerned with me. This is an entirely normal thing. If I don't touch something for a while, I straight up forget what I'm doing. I remembered that I was mining, but like, that's the easy part. And well, I have a list of tasks, so it's not like I can forget everything else. And I have direct access to the wiki. And I didn't leave off on any weird shit that I had to problem solve just to find out I couldn't do what it was asking me to. That one was fun. I don't know if they fixed it or not. I did report the issue. I don't know if it got fixed. Now, third-party shit and all that. Hold on. I still have to wait a few minutes. I can get my raw energy back. Who cares? Also, I forgot you can talk to the camels for some reason. Talk to the camels. Also, am I the only one that's been having, like, weirder than normal issues with Twitter? One person I follow, and it's specifically their post, every time they post a gift, it, like, starts stretching on my screen, and it's happened twice now, and I don't know what the fuck's causing it. It starts, like, vertically stretching across the screen. I don't know, man. Twitter's fucking busted. But it's like the only time it's happening. The dude's posted the exact same GIFs on Blue Sky and it's not doing it there. It's just so much more confusing. I do. So I should probably clean up this scene in OBS. I believe I copied this from 14. No, because that wouldn't have had the any of the overlays. It's been copied from my random one, but it's got a bunch of stuff I don't use anymore. Why do I have two Sprout 2s? What did I break? Was that second Sprout 2 one, the one I use for when I need the green screen side? I have no idea. I don't know why this one exists. Shit. Good. We are, hold on. That wasn't it either? What did I set it to? The problem is if I don't know. I think it requires like a 24-hour reset period. Yeah, it's 3-day reset period. The process of resetting, so until I can fucking remember what the hell it is. It's clearly not the one I think it is. Thank you. Thank you, old school RuneScape. Had I known this was gonna be a problem, I wouldn't have done this today. Like I said, there's a way around this. It is just very bitchy, and I'm gonna have to run a lot. I'm gonna have to do some running regardless. It's just more running. Yay, okay, I locked myself out again. Nice. I guess we'll keep trying this periodically, but I think I've just straight up forgotten the damn thing. Hooray. But yeah, it essentially, instead of coming down... Is there a furnace up there? Remember, there are problems with this to an extent. So, there's a functional anvil up here. Right here. But if I remember right, there's no functional furnace. The issue. Type. Yeah. That's my position game. actually just not accept the fucking... Yeah, that's what it's called, game. Why didn't that bring it up? Why are you like this? Okay, be bitchy about it. There we go. So yeah, there's no furnace up here. So the actual issue with this is I'm gonna have to run down to the furnace, then run all the way up. Which, like, I guess fine. Just have to remember the actual fucking ratios here. Why is it 28? It's 28. Why do that? So yeah, I can work around my own stupidity. That's not the problem here. I think I had to do this in sets of 4. Row. No, I can do this in sets of 5. Like I said, I can still do this. This is just going to suck. And in a worst case scenario, the bank password thing's fucking going. So I'm not totally shit out of luck. It just means probably not doing this again this week. And yeah, it's sets of 5. Did it always give tips like that? Why do I not remember? The only problem here I just realized is I don't have I would have to carry some gold, but like I realized who cares because I'm always gonna have some empty slots as a result of how I'm doing this. If it's a set of 5, there's always gonna be some empty slots. So yeah, no, who cares? The main thing right now is because I don't have access to agility, I can't jump up the rocks. So, you know, small issue. I have to walk all the way around, but could be worse. Yeah, we'll just have to, do this the hard way. It's like, fuck it. Fuck it, we'll ball. We'll just deal with it. Also, this means I can't get into my gardening stuff either. So we're not, giving a shit about that. Well, at least I can keep track of my, scrolls and stuff. Oh, and I still have the imps marked. That's from something else. They were kind of little dicks. I had to keep track of them better. 2 separate times I had to go after them for things. 2 separate times! Such little assholes. Do not accidentally hit the bear. Be funny, do not accidentally hit the bear. We also still have to dick around with the Dark Wizards at some point. Oh wait, I turned off my auto attack option, didn't I? So I can't hit them unless I really go out of my way to do it. I think I might have also done that specifically to do pickpocketing or something. Because it helps with some of them, but not all of them. Ah! No, we hit the problem. Sort of. Smidge. I forgot I needed a hammer. Which... Fuck. Also, let me, like, check out the bank. I don't remember... I know in Lumbridge there's, like, a deposit box. Oh, right! There's just a random scream that happens around here. Seriously, is that just a Lumbridge specific thing? I need a hammer. There are better ways of doing that, but whatever. I got a hammer. Or, well, maybe not better, lazier methods, possibly. Let me move things. Thank you. Seriously, why is there just random screaming around here? I completely forgot about that. And I got back to the mines. Like I said, there was a way to do this. It's just very annoying. If I did it, if I actually had access to the bank, I could just put all the materials in there, then mass smelt them, and then run up here and mass smith them. Yeah, no, I'm racking my brain as we do this on what the fuck the password was. But if you see weird little markers, this is probably due to something I was doing before. This is the goblin spawn that's up here. I don't know where said goblin is. Never mind, there's said goblin. Hello, asshole. This is the bigger pain in the ass. I now have to go all the way around to get in there. Yes, mine the coal. We're still doing this. Also, my cursor's not visible. I don't know why I took that out. It's fine. You guys don't really need to say that badly. So what's really funny is I forgot the bank pin of all things. Well, more so that I completely forgot the bank pin was a thing. I should have plenty of inventory space to actually do it this way. That's not the issue. It's just this is immensely stupid. But at least this is temporarily minimizing how much I have to world hop. If nothing else. Yeah, had I remembered the whole bank pin thing, I would have set this up earlier. I totally forgotten about it. It's completely whooshed. I don't think I wrote it down like a smart person. If I did, it's buried in all these freaking post-it notes. Dude, I have so many post-it notes everywhere. Pretty sure none of them contain the, Pretty sure none of these actually contain what I'm looking for. No, I don't think so. Especially with how many are in decimal points. The ones that are in decimal points, I'm pretty sure is editing. Editing numbers. Know what this number is. Oh, phone number scribbled down, but fuck if I know what that number is for. No, it's gone. I don't know what it's for. Oh, that might have been uni, actually. That was fucking assholes. It's entirely latched onto a number now as well, and I'm just like, didn't I already try that one? I don't know. Oh yeah, no, I totally turned off the attack option, so I can't hit anything by accident. Otherwise, this is going to be relatively chill. Definitely, it could be worse. To be fair, it could be more cosmic fishing. I haven't logged into 14 like most of the week. I logged on long enough to finish the 41 to 50 crafting achievement for Carpenter, and that was about it. To calculate the next thing I'm working on with that. And also to discover that my armoire, was missing one of the crafting items. The level 50 ones. And I honest why that was is because that one was upgraded, but its upgrade is not storable in the armoire. Thanks, Essie. I don't know why you did that, you motherfuckers. It explained why I had Clotho Lucis and not Clotho. It's just like, oh, great. Being dumb here, okay. Fucking got it. But I went and corrected that because all I had to do was pay like 1,000 gil to get the original one back in there. Because it was suddenly bothering me very much to be missing it. No real reason. I was just being nitpicky about it. Also, it occurs to me I can use the timers on the clue scrolls to tell when I'm locked out of the bank. Once I get it open, it's open for the entire session. Fuck, seriously, why is this the thing that gets to be a problem for me today? Potatoes. Yeah, if I ran into Lumbridge, there's a deposit box, and I don't remember if you actually needed the bank password for the... I don't think you did. It just let you drop items in. You didn't actually have to go into the bank at all. But I'm not running to the Lumbridge Bank. It's on the second floor of the castle. Absolutely fuck that nonsense. I was so glad to get out of Lumbridge finally. I'm not doing that again. I don't search crate. It doesn't do any good. Okay, let's try this again. Probably get locked out again. God damn it. No, seriously. This of all things is what's gonna be the death of me today. Oh, hello, Imp. Wait, where'd you go? No, actually, where did you go? What? I got it! My brain decided to stop being dumb. Oh my god, my pen's not working. Of all the things. No. There we go. That'll do. It's legible. Fuck! Okay, we're back in. I didn't have that much mithril. Okay, so... I was going along the right lines, but do not have that much mithril in here. I have plenty of bars, though. Was I storing these in here for later use? Deposit 5. Okay, yeah, no, I was storing these in here. I think the plan was to try to get the runes so I could just alch these, because I believe if the regular alchemy was giving me the shop price, essentially, which was fine. Mostly. Well, fine enough that I can deal with it anyways. Let's pull the bars apart. Since I'm here anyways. But yes, now we don't have to do this the hard way anymore. Hooray! We're free! Sorry, Fex, that was really dumb. Don't mind me. It also doesn't help that it randoms the numbers, so I can't develop a muscle memory for it. It's a different input every time. Yeah, no. Now we're back on track. Now we're good. Mostly. I still have to deal with the clue scrolls. But, you know, kind of just something I'd have to put up with. Remember, we need 70 smithing for the adamantite bar. No, seriously, what is up with that screaming? Speaking of adamantite, we've got the ore right here. Oh, right, because mining it was also a task. So I was like, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to wait till I have a better anvil for the rest of it. Now I remember it. Now I remember what was up. Oh, there's the baby in plane. Sir, where did you go earlier? Why does this feel better? I have to chill mostly on one spot. I don't have to move that much. You know, anybody figure out why I like fishing in 14? Why cosmic fishing pisses me off? Hey. Not done yet. Give me one more. I also still have to do some crafting, I believe. I need 41 crafting as well. I think the one I was actually concerned about was casting Wind Wave, because it's gotta be expensive on top of that. Also, it's real impressive that somehow I managed to make a bar entirely with the furnace, but can craft a fucking mace without using it. I don't know, just weird thoughts going on right now. Weird old game logic. Like, a mace is a rather intricate fucking thing. How am I making it with just an anvil? D3. We make mithril helms now. I also make unfinished bolts. Yay. Oh, right. I figured out what was causing that. That's my energy, my run turning back on. I don't know why that stops you, but okay. Especially when it's automatically happening and not something I'm doing. I don't know. Weird shit. Then again, what I expect, this game's kind of weird. Yeah, buckle up. It's just gonna be this all day, guys. In case, yeah, anybody's missed this before. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't feeling up to much, so we're just gonna do simple things today. I don't have to think too much. Okay, granted, I didn't realize I was gonna have to figure out what the fuck my password was again. So maybe more thinking than I originally planned. That's for sure. At least, you know, active progress is being made. Lastly, sure doesn't feel like it sometimes, but active progress is being made. That is not what I wanted. It's also much harder to calculate than any of the shit I'm doing in 14. Because I also have to account for the process of smelting the bars when calculating what I need for the EXP. At least in 14, it's completely separate EXP values. Like, if I want to smelt a bar, actually, no, because in that case, it's armor or blacksmith. I guess it depends if I'm making a helm or not. Then the mining's entirely a separate thing. Really, no, not that much difference. Math is just more obnoxious in 14 because of all the weird bonuses. That happened again. No, 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 don't talk to him. I don't care. Make more helms. Don't expect me to be very precise here, because I am not. At least my hands are semi-functional today. I can sure tell you when I'm tired, sometimes they just are not. I know there was at least one reset day where I basically had to wake myself up despite the fact that I was awake and live streaming. Because my hands were not obeying me. Oh god, I've been at this for an hour already. That's the problem when you put me to a really mindless task like this. I will lose track of time. I will absolutely lose track of every single second. Let's, remember, maybe I should point this out. We're gonna be doing something weird on 14 tomorrow. I, realized that you might be able to build a green screen display in 14 now. Because we have the neon green dye. And there's a couple of wall items you can place in your house that can be dyed. So I might be making setting up an apartment in 14 to maybe build a green screen. Now, I don't know what I would actually do with said green screen. Maybe actually get off my ass and make thumbnails for once. And not what I wanted to do. Alright. We'll put away the hammer once I've got this done. I think it's doable. I think I can build a green screen now and then in 14. Maybe I have blue screen as well. Basically, just set up a studio in an apartment building. That's the plan anyways. Like I said, I don't know fully what I would ever do with it. Maybe just to fuck with the stream occasionally. To be fair, I did make some test images because I could do that without setting items down. So, I don't know. I haven't actually tested with said images yet to see what I can do with them. I did it again. No, seriously, what is that sound? That is so annoying. Alright. Now we're back to the mines. I actually need mithril. Like, no joke, I actually do need mithril. So time to gather a bunch of bags of that. And hope for the best. Yeah, after I do, after I'm done with... My brain doesn't work. Once I'm done with the actual weeklies, we'll see if I can set that up. To be fair, I've been thinking of setting up an apartment at 14 again for a while now. I just hadn't done so. So my house, the way I have it set up, I'm happy with it. I don't want to fuck with it too badly. So, definitely got to do it as a separate thing. And it's not like the apartments, as far as I can tell, are ever bought out. Nobody wants them. Which is still really odd to me. But I'm gonna take a quick break once I get back to the clue scrolls. I kind of need a bathroom break. Whoops. Like I said, I got health problems. Kind of gonna have to deal with them. Unfortunately. Granted, except for the mild leg pain, at least I'm not getting too many problems today. Alright, okay. So I'm gonna put the... right, there's no iCam. We're playing a different MMO. I'm gonna run some... oh, hold on. Yes, hello. Oh. I have a strength potion now. Why aren't you gone? There we go. I'm gonna run some ads. I'll be right back. Ugh. Alright, mithril time. Which means just fucking this up for a while. Because, yay, bad pickaxe, still. Not like I can do anything about it, but... I guess I'm keeping the potion, because, I simply don't have access to these right now. You gotta kinda take what you can get. Kind of not expecting it to work out properly, so I'm not paying that much attention to the fucking screen. Yes, now we've got things working. Now I don't have to worry about shit too much. So I'm still surrounded by scorpones. Yeah, no, if you end up getting this path doing one chunk, it is extra cursed. This isn't even like extreme rules. I'm on like vanilla rules. And boy, is it cursed. It's like, okay, here, how about you have to deal with mining forever? It starts out with nothing but wood cutting and fletching, and it's just like, oh, by the way, have fun in the mines. Granted, it could be worse. I could be doing a more difficult rule set. I wasn't gonna do that when this is my first character. And only character. I'm crazy. I'm not that crazy. I was willing to do something challenging. To at least have a direction to go with the game, but I'm not that crazy. That would mean having to get certain specific items all the time that are like stupid rare. No, this is its own kind of hell, isn't it? Yeah, didn't they come out with a new RuneScape or something? On Steam? Can you not do that? What is on Steam? Oh god, it's almost 40 bucks. Fucking inflation, man. Not to mention, I'm not entirely sure I would want the Steam version. Well, also, yeah, the fact that, The Steam version with MMOs basically locks you into always using the Steam version a lot of the time. And I don't want to take that kind of risk. I don't even know the details. I just know it existed and, like, nothing else. Ugh, okay, game. Calm down. You're gonna be alright. I do have to question it sometimes. It doesn't feel like it. And again, I'm the one bashing Mithril Rock with a bronze pickaxe. Clearly, I have problems too. I have not gotten at all lucky with the clue scrolls to get a potentially better one. There are better ones in the clue caskets. Not by much, granted, but when you're doing as much mining as I am, 1 extra second means something at least. Like, it certainly could be worse. Also, no, seriously, why can you craft new axes but not pickaxes? Such an oddity to me. Then again, wouldn't have helped me the first time the mining task came up. Now it would if it was possible, but not originally. Dwarves have to keep their monopoly. Fair point. Game, please. This is the main problem. Here we go. It's gonna take so long. And then it does stuff like that where it's like the first possible ticket gets it. Also, to be fair, I've played Final Fantasy XI, and that game's really fucking obnoxious and tries to really grind you into the dirt. Considering that still has, I don't know if it still does. It did when I quit. It still had EXP loss. And so does Maple's story last I checked once you get past a certain point. And Path of Exile, but like, you expect Path of Exile to screw you over. It's meant to be difficult. Yeah, at least this doesn't have that, especially considering what's expected of you at later levels. Also, Final Fantasy XI would let you break your fishing rods. And if you did not have the carpentry levels to fix them, you were just shit out of luck. You had to sell the broken one and buy a new one. Then somebody who was actually smart enough to level carpentry would buy it and sell it back to you for more after fixing it. Even took it out of Dead Man mode, damn. Yeah, it's not a fun mechanic. Like I said, with Path of Exile, I'll expect it because the game's meant to be difficult. It also doesn't seem to exist until a certain point in your leveling experience. Which I remember right, was usually enough to at least get through the story and get into mapping. It's been a while since I've played PoE, though. I came back here too fast. But at the same time, with Path of Exile, you're mostly playing by yourself. So, really, unless the game lagged out and just dropped you on your head, you really don't have anyone to blame but yourself. But with 11, most of the time you're in a party. If you lose EXP, either it's because something went horribly wrong and the entire party got wiped, or your team just fucked up, or you fucked up. Or a goblin happened. Because that was fun. The goblins sometimes could one-shot with their bombs for whatever reason. Sometimes you just lost EXP for no real reason, then the game decided fuck you in particular. I still don't know why they then turned around and put that same mechanic into Eureka in 14. I don't know why they did that. Technically, it was in Eureka in the resistance areas, but in the resistance areas, you weren't losing EXP, you were losing currency. Same mechanic, different dumpster. And, like, Maple Story is kind of ancient at this point, so the fact that it has EXP loss is kind of just showing its age. It is not fun at all. Oh god, that also reminded me, you could technically lose max level in 14. You could actually earn EXP into your final level even though you couldn't level up anymore back then. I don't know if that's still possible because the level cap's been blown out of the water by now. So you usually kept a bit of a buffer on your EXP so that you wouldn't D-level. But you could D-level and then not be able to do raids until you fixed it. Just the dumbest thing ever. With 14, they just penalize you by hurting your gear. But like, if you've been playing as long as I have, damaging your gear really, it doesn't mean anything. I have all my crafters capped out so I can repair my gear anywhere, anytime. I'm constantly having to burn currency to get it out of my inventory so I can get more, you know, get certain rewards. It doesn't bother me that much. Granted, that was worse in 1.0, but now it just kind of doesn't matter at all. One of those things where really it's only a penalty if you're a new player, and even then just barely. Especially as a new player, because you're constantly swapping your gear, so gear damage doesn't actually mean anything for quite a while. Think of what else I've played over the years where they just kind of penalized you for merely existing. Okay, Lunio technically did, but Lunio was a top-down arcade game, which was grindy as hell, but I don't remember if it penalized you with EXP loss. Or penalized you if you died too many times. It was either like pay us for extra lives or you don't get to clear this area. What else did I play? There was Flife. But I don't think Flife penalized you with EXP loss. It did penalize you if your pet was out. They quit playing that right around the time pets were added. And if you died while the pet was out, the pet lost a life. And they had only 3 by default or something like that. And they gave status buffs, so you kind of needed the things. To some extent, anyways. You know, typical like Korean MMO type of situation. Where it's doing everything it can to get money out of your pocket. I used to enjoy the game, but past a certain point, I was like, I don't feel like grinding anymore. I can put up with a lot of things, but eventually I get tired of EXP grinding the same monster for like months at a time. I know I'm saying that despite the fact that I'm currently doing insane grinding. But at least this is chill by comparison. I'm not gonna get jumped by a random mob and nuked into the ground. Super can't do this one. Varrock East Mine. Where I'm trying to look is it. This is what I have unlocked so far. Like, technically the task I'm working on was part of a previous set of tasks. I put it on the back burner because the mining was possible. But previously, if I did the smithing, it would have taken doing it almost entirely off of copper. Because the Lumbridge Anvil doesn't allow you to use all that much. It's bronze or copper, I don't remember which. Yeah, Lumbridge Castle start. Run into a couple issues before, because there was this, I think it was telling me to get leather gloves at one point, and I had no way of accessing them as well. So I put that one on the back burner, but, like, that's been cleared since then. I remember losing my damn mind trying to figure out why I could see them, but I couldn't reach them. Yeah, basically what happened is I put the task for making the adamantite bar on the back burner until I got a better anvil. Which is why I'm doing this now. God damn it. This is taking so long, the node respawned. Ah, yes, game, I see. We are doing the trolling. Ah, Gassy, why? It's been 2 hours since I had lunch. What the fuck? Hi. Hello, SS Simpling. And bye. Not sure how long I'm going to be doing this today. I think it depends how long my health issues want to let me sit comfortably. That's kind of the problem with the VTuber models. I have to be able to sit at least somewhat straight in my computer chair for quite a while and not Not sit around like a total gremlin. So if my legs are bothering me too much, I can't sit still. Yeah, just weird issues. Problem is I haven't had an arthritis flare-up yet, and it's been like a year. Like, I stocked up on all my painkillers and my creams and stuff, and we'll see what happens. My last one wasn't too bad. But, like, I don't know what made my last one not too bad, and the one before that was also weird, so hopefully things work out. And I don't know if my legs hurting actually has anything to do with that or not. Because it sure doesn't feel the same. This is what it's like having to deal with health problems, guys. Yeah, don't grow old. Back problems are a bitch. And, don't have a fragile back like mine, but you can't exactly control that one. Like, no, seriously, take care of your back. Do not fuck it up. Do not fuck it up, or you will regret it for the rest of your life. I have to grab a snack at point. Good reminder to unshrimp. Yes, absolutely. Take the time for a big stretch every once in a while. Either stretch and unshrimp yourself, or at the very least get up and walk around a bit. One or the other. But always take good care of your back. Alright, hold on a second. There was a water rune in here too, right? Granted, I think I had the staves to cover water and fire runes. I actually don't remember which staves I have. I think I had like 3 of them. Granted, I think I can buy them now, so that doesn't matter. Fuck, it's gone. I don't remember. I'd have to actually look at my bank again. It's not relevant now. It's gonna be relevant later. Alright, almost time to dump these off again. There we go, now I can see in front of myself. Seriously, not a fan of the fact that the mine kind of takes over my camera. I get why it's doing it, but I also don't like it. Huh. Those are actually some really good tips. I don't remember the tips being there. And it's changing which one's displayed every time I swap worlds. I'm so used to 14's bullshit, where its advice is usually terrible. DB tutorials aren't great, I can tell you that much. Not to mention, I think they had to redo a couple of them because they weren't accurate anymore. Beanie telling me that, hey, if I go to a boss room, I can peek and see how many people are inside is fucking fantastic advice. Like, I wouldn't think to check that. But it could definitely keep me from getting my butt kicked or wasting my time. Granted, I'm nowhere near the point where it's relevant, but that is a fantastic hint. And, like, I feel like a lot of, like, games that have been running for a long time really don't handle that kind of thing very well. It was nice to see. I can tell you 14 really doesn't tell you fucking anything at all most of the time. Not until you start unlocking the job user interface stuff, in which case it's only telling you how the user interface works and not necessarily how to use it properly. The number of times I get asked, how do you get access to chocobos, is way too damn high. Even though the answer basically boils down to keep playing the story. Everything is attached to the story somewhere. Not to mention when I was doing that only fish thing on the, during the cloud beta test server, I ran into some very weird things. The one NPC wouldn't sell me the things I wanted. It wouldn't even display them until I went and talked to two other specific NPCs who had the original location to purchase those items. And then they showed up just fine. It was very bizarre. But I had no way to know that on my main character because I'd already gone through all of it. Like, personally, I only vaguely remember how to unlock Chocobo access. I just remember it's attached to the Grand Companies, and that's about it. Okay, now that's an odd tip. You can eat a food item, drink a potion, and eat a cooked karambuan in the same tick as long as you do it in that order? What? That seems horrendously specific. As previously explained, nowhere in-game. Does the game even mention the whole tick thing anywhere at all? No, except for that one very specific tip. That's what they're called in the code. Cycles makes sense because that's some very old, like, game programming shit. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about Sierra Online and its games and cycles and ticks, and those being two completely different things. So it makes sense that at some point they might have been called cycles. Also, fucking hell, Sierra Online, what is up with your games? Holy shit. I, never grew up in that era of PC gaming. And I'm kind of glad I didn't. 'Cause, yikes. Oh, what the fuck? Telemarketer. I'm pretty sure anyways. Based on the area code. But yeah, the Space Quest games, as far as I'm aware, used both cycles and ticks, and they were completely different things. Not to mention, back then, if your computer just ran fast, you could make entire sections of the games completely unplayable. The explanations of it are absolutely fascinating, though. Yeah, I did not grow up in that era of computer games. I didn't have access to a computer, well, at home, anyways, until I was like 10, I think. And then I grew up with Zoombinis and I think it was called Gizmos and Gadgets. What's the other one? You know, educational puzzle-solving games. Oh, and Timon and Pumbaa's jungle games. That one existed as well. Though, to be fair, I think my mom and aunt were more into that one, because they always played Bug Drop. Against each other, and then would be at it for hours on just, like, one match. Granted, Zoombinis at least got a remake, sort of. They made an updated version of it and put it on Steam. It's the same game, they just, you know, made it function on a modern PC. You don't have to do any crazy shit with, like, an emulator or anything. So maybe I should stream that again for just, like, puzzle games at some point. So I did that years ago. But also, I don't know if it was just because I was a kid, but it definitely felt a lot easier. I do wonder if maybe they lowered the amount of Zoombinis you had to get to their final destination. It could have just been that I was a dumb kid and just not able to quite solve things the way they wanted me to back then, or I'm just smarter now. I don't know. But it does feel like maybe they just made it a bit easier. Okay, so I have 100 mithril right now. Well, mithril ores, not bars, not the big ones. Not the thing that would be actually getting me the XP right now. Also, there's something so funny to me about this tip. You can put 2 halves of a pizza together to make a whole pizza. That sort of sounds like I don't have any money kind of logic. Like I can't afford a whole pizza type of logic. I have 2 of them sitting in the fridge. I'm just gonna stick them together and claim I have a whole one. I don't know. It's just kind of funny to me. For no real reason. It's just kind of weird. If only that worked with pies. Tough luck there. I guess apparently you can't pull it out of one pie tin and put it in another one. So, game. How about just chopping the pie tin in half? You telling me we don't eat the pie tin? We're already being weird with this. I'm surprised the pie tin exists as its own separate thing. I might just get one more full inventory and mithril and then wrap up for today. Because I am kind of feeling it. Besides, tomorrow's stream might be a bit longer. Might be. Depends how badly normal raids go. Then again, last week I did die to freaking Sugar Riot of all things, so... it depends on the 14 player base, and that is a bet I don't want to take. Plus, I still have to do YouTube work. I don't want to do YouTube work. I still have to do YouTube work. So I have to make sure there's a VOD ready to go tomorrow. Technically Wednesday, but different hard drives, so I'm probably not going to bother until tomorrow to get that one done. Also, YouTube has been super broken lately. I can't get its comment section to work half the time. Either the comments don't want to load, or in one case I had the comments from an entirely different video show up. They just become completely uninteractable. It's weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on. was complaining about a weird Twitter issue. Maybe it is on my end. Maybe it's something with the browser I'm using. It's weird that I'm having two entirely supposedly unrelated issues at the same time with various web pages. Maybe it is my problem. Who the fuck knows at this point? Yeah, no. YouTube's been weird. Then again, YouTube's also just weird in its analytics, and I don't know why it does it this way. It's like even on the same page, YouTube's analytics have wildly different numbers displayed for whatever reason. What the hell? Dude, you know I'm streaming. Why the fuck are you sending me shit? Ugh, god damn it, Thanatos. What the hell? Sending me YouTube shorts again. Maybe I should have turned Steam off. Again, it's not having any major issues on my connection, so why bother? It's the only reason it's still open. It's one of the few situations where I'm not actively using Steam for what I'm doing. There's the mention about plant cure. Where to get it. How to get farming gear. No, seriously. Like, good job on this one, guys. These are, like, actually useful tips. I'm actually kind of impressed. Granted, you still have to, you know, read them for them to matter, which is such a struggle these days to get people to actually read what's on the damn screen. I'm guilty of that too. You would think with how much text is in these games, people would realize you have to maybe read the screen once in a while to figure out what the hell's going on. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Still running into a ton of issues in 14 where people are just like, clearly didn't read their shit and then don't know what to do. Or can't read the boss's attack move to know which direction to go. But spacebar go burr. Yeah, it does. Like, who wants to talk to NPCs? That's a very different matter. Also, that reminds me, I don't know which talisman it was I had to turn in for that one quest, because I stored it, and now I'm pretty sure it's stacked with all the other talismans of that type. The chunk picker will tell me when I get to it. It's just very funny that I don't know which one it was anymore. Like, I forgot that almost immediately after storing it in the bank. That's the fun with the chunk picker. It'll be like, oh, you can advance this quest, but only to, like, one stage of it. But you still gotta complete that one stage. Because you can, and for no other reason. Also, this is another tip I find kind of funny. Because you have to know that strange fruit is an actual item and not just some random fruit sitting in your inventory. It is a very specific thing. Because calling it strange fruit doesn't... You could just assume it's any old item. I can see people misinterpreting that one. But usually, that too. Speaking of, why did we decide durians were edible? There are so many things that, as humans, we have decided are completely edible and safe to eat. And I genuinely have to question who the fuck decided that. Like, who decided to crack open an oyster and eat the contents? Who was the first person that did that? Not to mention, we eat a bunch of stuff that our bodies physically can't process, but aren't technically poisonous or harmful to us in any way. We're not very smart as a species, is what I'm saying. There's so many times where we've gone... Just because you say I can't doesn't mean I'm not. That doesn't mean that's going to stop me at all. And again, that's why we have like planes and shit. A bunch of dudes said, "Can I fucking not?" and decided to prove everybody wrong. No, seriously, we're not very smart as a species. most useful tip for me personally that has fucking come up. Because I couldn't figure out for a while what was stopping me from doing things in the middle of progress. Like what was stopping me from using the furnace out of nowhere. It's because the run energy was turning back on. And it's just such an oddity that it shuts off your auto crafting stuff. Like the game is calling me the fuck out today. Yeah, no, I definitely have to end the stream after filling up my inventory. Right after the update at Blood Ruins. Yeah, because it's like, I'm not looking at the little dots up around my map showing me my run energy when that happens. The code be spaghetti. This is an old enough game where the code's gonna be spaghetti, yeah. But again, 14's code is fucking spaghetti as well. There comes a point where you're like, well, it's just bloody witchcraft and I don't know how it works, but if we touch even one part of it, everything breaks. I gotta wonder if they've hidden any notes in the code to be like, yeah, don't fucking touch this. Because you can just put notes in computer code that just say things to let other people know, hey, this is what this is supposed to do. And programmers are silly little assholes and will occasionally put dumb things in the code. Just because they can and for no other reason. Oh god, I wish I had saved that one screenshot of I don't know what the code was for, but it was several different developers all wrote notes regarding a piece of code. It was the same piece of code. One was just like, this is literally magic. Another was, don't touch. I could probably fix it. Yeah, don't touch it. I'm playing the guy that was like, he can fix it, just couldn't figure it out either. Yeah, I think once you get past a certain point, the code is just always spaghetti. You kind of can't avoid it. As long as you're not pulling fucking Yandere simulator levels of bullshit, you're fine. Mostly. If your code's that spaghetti, you might have a problem. Like in 20-something years, everybody's gonna be using Yandere Simulator as a how not to in the coding world for teaching new students and shit. Like I took like the very bare minimum of coding in college at one point. And even I look at that and just kind of cringe. Especially once people explain it a little, I'm like, really? Why is it set like this? Why would you actively do this to yourself? Okay, almost done. Now it's entirely on whether or not the game decides to play nice. I think I'm gonna need a snack before dinner. Oh, hello. What clue? Beginner. Hairdresser Western Falador? Yeah, no, this is super not accessible. Game, no, seriously, play nice, please. I would like to get stuff done today. And again, at least I finally remembered my bank password. My bank pin. Ugh. I get they wanted the extra level of security, but boy, am I not used to having to do that kind of shit. This is the only game I can think of where your storage has extra layers of security. Oh, now you want to be nice. Game. Game, please. Why are you like this? Alright, go dump this and then run back to the clue scrolls. I like to make sure I log out next to them, so if I've forgotten to pick them up and drop them again, at least I'm right next to them. There's baby Implane in the bank again. Alright. Pick these up. Drop them again. That is gonna be it for me today. I know it's a short stream, but I definitely need to get away from my computer for a moment. least I managed to get a stream in before tomorrow. So it wasn't entirely a week since the last one. Yeah, there's not much I can do. I've just felt like shit lately. It's been really hard to get anything done. I'm surprised I'm getting any of the YouTube work done. But yeah, no, there should be a VOD up tomorrow, assuming I get off my butt and do my damn job. Shouldn't take that much work. I think it's the, first of the cosmic stuff. The cosmic exploration. And then a VOD on Wednesday and Saturday as well. And assuming I don't feel completely terrible, yes, I will be doing weekly stuff. At the very least, the cruiserweight raids, the basic ones. Now, whether or not my patience holds out for the 14 community, that's another matter. I still can't believe we wiped to Sugar Riot of all things. Okay, it's not so much that we wiped to Sugar Riot, it's that we wiped because everybody ate the hit from the giant cloud. That giant fuck you cloud that is so easy to physically see. And the two healers got hit by it because they ran back into it. It was such a stupid situation. Such a stupid and frustrating situation. Ugh. But yeah, and then I might be setting up an apartment on 14 as well. Maybe. I'm still debating whether or not I'm gonna do the green screen thing and see if I can get it working. I'm also like, would I even use it for thumbnails or not? Is this a waste of my time? Who knows? We'll see. It'd be funny and it'd give me options. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks for coming, guys, and I will see you all next time.